Lord.
So turn off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off right in the middle of the sentence I'm speaking to you now. Turn them off.
So, unlike Willow, we're here to stay. We're not gonna run off on you. We're here again.
Oh, we
We're
might.
always gonna come back. Oh, we might leave you at the altar. Who knows? But we're here to talk about Succession. This is episode 2 of the final season, entitled Rehearsal. Dee, how's it going?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. It's been a great day. How's your day been?
Just another day.
Just another day.
You know, lots of things to do. Yeah.
Just another day around the way.
Yeah, and I actually watched this episode like right before we recorded, so I didn't have the usual time to sit with it. But at the same time, I think that's better because like this episode like really hit me a lot. So
yeah, it's fresh.
Before we get into that, like just general impressions about this episode, like how are you feeling about it?
This season's making me anxious, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it last week, but I fully expect Logan to die. That's just me thinking what can the finale, like what's going to blow everybody away for the finale, because he like died in the first episode, right? I mean, he didn't. I mean, he came back, but did he die? Did he literally? I think he died and they brought it back. But either way, I just think it'll be like a full circle type thing. Like he's going to actually die. So every episode, I kind of expect him to. And this one, especially since he's been kind of reflecting on what is life and what are people and, you know, and what happened at the karaoke bar, which surprised the hell out of me. I just thought this was the end for him. So like you said, I just watched it. So it's fresh. And I'm still, I think, kind of trying to process it. Yeah. What you think?
So this very much feels like and of course we have like a 4-act arc instead of like 5, but this very much feels like the final arc of like a Shakespearean tragedy, like where you see like the king, he knows this is it, and he knows he's about to like go down because like Logan has some real like chinks in the armor right now. He's looking like, dare I say, he's looking weak. Like
that king can bleed, huh?
Exactly. Like almost to the point where he's like, he hasn't flat out said it yet, but he like misses his kids so much to the point that he gets his minions to try to like replicate the things that they do. And it's like not working for him. And he's like now reflecting on life and like his role in all of this. It's like, it's kind of scary to watch, like a man that's like so powerful, like, and you should be like, yes, this motherfucker going down. But like, I think but because, you know, like on his way out, he's going to do something like drastic probably. So that's like the scary part.
I'm glad you said that because I felt bad, right? Like while the kids were almost berating him when he was apologizing and all that stuff, I felt bad for him. And then I thought to myself, no, don't feel bad for him. Like he deserves this. Like he deserves much worse. But I think it's just because it was Shiv doing it. I really don't like Shiv. Like I cannot stand her. And I had to take a step back and think the reason that I don't like her is because of Logan. The reason she is the way she is because of him. So it still comes back to him, which is weird. But she's just such an idiot, man. I don't know. I don't like any of them, but I specifically don't like her. And I think it's because she's supposed to be smart and she could be, but she's not. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Like the rest of them seem like almost they have an excuse for being horrible people, but they're dumb too, right? So like Kendall, he was on drugs. Rome was abused, you know, but Shiv is like, yes, you are also abused. Like there's no part of me that doesn't think that emotional abuse is just as bad or worse than physical. Like abuse is abuse. But she's smart though. So you would think that she'd at least use that despite Logan, right? Just use your brain because that you do have. The rest of them don't seem to be as smart as she is. But maybe she's not smart. I don't know. No, maybe she got the papers, but she ain't smart.
Because like this is where I want to start off, because like I said this to you in a text. I was like, I thought Kendall was gonna be the one to bring Sandy and Stewie back into the fold. She's making like a very risky deal that she like very much like pulled them into because they were cool with like letting this ride, but she's pulling them into this. And we all know Stewie. So it's like, fuck yeah, I'm here for the money. I don't care. So like, how can you trust them after they pull the football from under your feet so many times?
And I know what it was. I know exactly. I'm glad you said that. I think I got so pissed off at her because she called Logan like a professional gaslighter, I think I said, or fiery gaslighter or something to that point. And I'm like, you literally, like, you just now pulled a Logan. Like, that was a page straight out of Logan's playbook completely. And at first I felt good about it because they were completely ignoring her for a while. They just, totally not paying her attention at all. And then here comes Kendall. And that's all Rome needed. And I mean, he was trying. And I say that's all Rome needed because I really don't know what he's going to do. I don't know. But to get on board, though, that's all he needed. He just needed the two of them to kind of, gang up. That's why I'm like, this isn't a partnership with the three of them. This is Shiv, Kendall, and Rome. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, it really shows like this episode shows like the worst of them and also displays like why they are the way they are because their father. So when Shiv gets fixated on something, she won't let it go. Kendall surprisingly was like, nah, fuck this. We're not doing this until he got disrespected. And then he was like, nah, fuck it, we're doing this. You're not going to disrespect me, Eric Northman.
Eric Northman.
And then even it's Madsen, by the way. I know that now. But even
Lucas Madsen, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. But even Roman was like, I'm out of this until like their dad came and gave this half-ass apology. He's like, Dad, is this real? And he went running right back. So it's like all of the worst. And of course, can't leave out Connor because he's just like, hey, man, I'm here for the money. Like, fuck all that. I'm here for the money.
The thing about Connor, though, it's amazing that it happened that way because just last week, you and I were talking about how when the shit hits the fan, the siblings come together. And I made sure to say, except Khan. And they proved that today because Khan was all, from what we've seen, this looks like he's at his lowest. And when the other ones have been at their lowest, they step up. And I know that he's just their half sibling, but that's hurtful in itself. Yeah. So he's like the outcast. And when he's down, I guess it's because they don't take him seriously. It's just like, dude, this isn't a big deal. Your concubine or your wife for hire has left. She'll be back. It's fine. Don't sweat it. But they're not taking into consideration that he actually does have feelings for her because he does. I mean, he tried to pretend like he don't need love and all that stuff, that speech he gave. But he actually likes Willa. So the fact that she left him or pulled this runaway bride thing at the rehearsal, that's embarrassing. And if at any time you want your siblings to come and kind of rally around you and at least support you, they weren't even there. Start with that. They were late. But when you get there, the least you could do is go to the stupid karaoke bar. I mean, humor him. You know what I mean? Like, be there for him. But they were the opposite of that. And I did feel bad for him because, again, he is the way he is because of his dad. Like, he hasn't done anything. Yeah. He hadn't even been a part of the company. He is 100% Nepo. I won't even say Nepo, but he's just what rich kid personified. Like, I'm not going to do anything. Just going to let this money trickle down. And that's what it is. But I did have a question. I know that they are a part of the company, but I have always wondered why Logan has kind of extended his amenities to them. Right? Like the planes and the cars and the hotel. I guess it's because they're still his children, I guess. But like that plane thing, I would have pulled out a long time ago. I mean, just me. Yeah. Being the petty person I am. A long time ago, I would have reminded them that, yes, you are a part of the company, but it's my company. So if I decide today that I don't want you on my plane anymore, guess what? You don't have a plane. I mean, you don't have a plane. So what you gonna do? You making all these trips to go to all these different places to undermine me. How you gonna get there?
Right.
So I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, my play. Like, because we have, like, I imagine like kind of how like when it's like college football coach hiring season that people are like tracking, like, oh, there's a private jet from Jackson, Mississippi to Boulder, Colorado. Yeah, I feel like Logan is just in the room, like, where the fuck is my jet going?
I know,
Like, where's my jet going?
Where is it today?
My jet just landed at the Pierce Mansion. Why?
I know. Why are they going to see the Pierces? What's going on with the Pierces? And again, we have said this before, and I think we're still on track that the Pierces may be their downfall because he is super still obsessed with them. Like still. Because they keep saying they oversold on Pierce. And we all knew that from the beginning. Like you don't have the $10 billion, right? Because it's contingent upon the Gojo sale, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I get what they're doing. They're saying, okay, Lucas has given a number. He's ready to sell. All we got to do is say no, put a little bit more pressure, and he'll offer more money. That's where they're going with it, right? They're just trying to squeeze as much as they can out of Lucas. But Lucas and Logan are both thinking that this is not going to happen. Like because he's going to take it personally, right? That's how I look at it. I think Lucas is going to take it as disrespect and just be like, well, fuck it. Let's just shut it all down.
So this is tricky because like we spent time with like Lucas's character last season. Like he says that he just does shit because he gets bored, and he wants to simply buy like ATN and actually the whole like Waystar Royco, not just ATN, Waystar Royco, because like it's like, yeah, I just think it'll be a cool thing to do. I'm bored. So if you try to get into this contest with him, like, yeah, there is a chance that he would just be like, why raise the price? That is the price, and just walk away. And now guess what? The kids don't get their money, and because the Gojo sale fell through. So yeah.
And then I could see him coming back the next time even lower.
Right.
It's risky, but I mean that's the name of the game though, right? You kind of gotta see what the other person is gonna do. If this were you, what would you do? If you're one of the kids, if you're one of the idiots, the morons,
well, they're doing exactly what their dad would do, but they're doing it to kind of, because like I said, the last recap, they're doing it. They're trying to like screw him over so they can like impress him almost.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Because even like, of course, like they can hear that, but we, the audience, see that scene where he's in the room. He's like, the kids, they got the juice. Like he was like, I can't lie. They actually pulled a good move. It's risky, but they got their juice. They're doing that for their reaction. They want to like, but it's they don't have even if you put all three together, 3.5, if you want to count Connor, they still don't have like the know-how to pull something like this off.
But dude, is he impressed? Like it seemed like he was proud of him though, a little bit. Like he's pissed, but it did seem like he was kind of proud.
He was like at his lowest. He was just like, what do you kids want from me? Like,
I know.
It's like y'all whooping me right now. What y'all want?
Like, I don't apologize, but damn, I'm sorry. Will that do it? Now, can we make the sale now? But to me, that is what he would do because he knows he doesn't mean it. So if that's what y'all need to make yourselves feel better, then sure, I'm sorry. And I'm glad though that they were like, well, sorry for what though? Like, because you just saying the words and that's not moving me. What are you apologizing for? Like, let's get a real one. And then maybe we could talk. And then Shiv saying there's nothing you can say because she's pissed about the divorce thing. Which I get. But it almost sounds like
I ain't gonna lie, that's funny though.
It almost seems like he didn't do what she thinks he did. I think he did.
He did.
I 100% believe that he did. But he tried, I guess, but it's not above him to lie to her. Of course he'll lie to her. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think he was lying when he was like, if it was the other way around, I would have done it for you. He was like,
you're not around.
He was like, this is the move. You reach out to the top 5 attorneys and put them all on retainer so your partner can hire them.
You do, but like to your baby girl. Yeah, I get why she's pissed though. I do. I also think that she should have known to do that. She's been through this. She should have known to do it before Tom did. And I don't know why she was under the impression that Tom wouldn't do it at this point. I think you think she still has this thought that he's who he used to be? Because he's not.
He's not.
By any means, when it comes to her, at least. for sure. So she just slopped. I guess she's just not used to having to keep her head on a swivel when it comes to Tom.
Right.
But she should. Like how long did you think you were just gonna be able to keep treating him like that? And nothing came of it. I guess forever though. That's why she married him. But okay. Want to talk about Carrie a little bit?
Yeah, which I forget. I don't know the actress's name, but I want to start off by saying this. Like, that's probably that's probably the best acting of the show because you have to put on quite a performance to be that bad. It's almost like when we watch a movie and like a singer is starring in the movie and they have to like sing bad on purpose and they're like, yeah, I don't know how. That's great acting because that was terrible. That was
horrible. And wasn't she just doing like the weather or something?
She was doing a report, but she was like, people were kidnapped. And
I don't know what to do with my hands. Puerto Rican Bobby. She was terrible. Like 100% terrible. But I wanted to talk to her because I'm thinking like he really likes her. Yes. I honestly thought it was just like this. She's this young girl, and yes, he's having fun, and yes, he loves the companion and the company and all that stuff. But it seems like he actually likes her. Like he cares about her feelings, which was surprising to me.
I don't think,
or maybe he doesn't. He just knows he won't have access.
He cares about her feelings. He just, that bang got him in a tizzy, I guess. Like,
not the bang.
Because because like I really thought the kids were joking when they're like, she's around because Logan wants to have another kid. Like, no, like they are real. Like they're not hiding it anymore. They are involved. And I'm like,
it's kind of icky. That's the word.
Kind of, it is. It's disgusting.
Okay, well, it's icky. Yeah, it is. But I mean, she seems just as happy. But it could be one of those things where she knows that this is what she's getting out of it, of course. So, of course, she's gonna at least pretend like she's enjoying it. But she like the old man.
I don't think she is anymore because I don't know if you were watching her body language as they were walking out the karaoke bar, like as he was like talking about the city and stuff. And she was kind of giving him that look like, nah, you washed up, old man. Because she was like behind him, just looking at him like, what you saying right now? It's like, it ain't hitting right now.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What do you mean? I don't know. I can't understand her. I do know though, she was awful. That I do know.
Terrible.
The craziest part though is that when Logan told Tom to do it, I did not think that he would tell Greg, but I should have. And I'm not surprised he did it. I just didn't automatically say, oh, he's gonna tell Greg to do it. But I should have, because of course he's gonna tell Greg to do it. Just go in and say, it's difficult even being a cousin. So
because I was thinking about this, right? Because all right. So if he would have showed that to the kids, if he would have showed that to Roman or Shiv or Kendall, they would like, this is trash. So with that being said, I wonder what his reaction would have been if Tom would have said like, nah, this ain't it. Like, do you think he would have like respected Tom? Because like at that moment, like he knows it's bad. Like, because at that moment, I think he was like, for real? This is what you said? But like, he knows it's bad. So I think he would have like, basically, I wonder what his reaction would have been if Tom was like, nah, she's not it. I'm sorry.
I think he would have been okay with it because in the end, it was kind of like, yeah, okay. Because like you said, he knows she's bad. It's not hard to see that she's bad. So I think he would have just been like, yeah, okay, so what are you going to do about it? Pretty much what he did. The conversation just wouldn't have taken as long because... Yeah.
To see what
how was she that bad?
To see that Jerry and the other guy like laughing, watching it on the laptop, and she was like, Carolina was like, "Don't you want to open your laptop?" He was like, "Nah, it's not working right now." It doesn't work right now.
Now, glad you said Jerry. What's that about? He mad at her?
Yeah.
But she's doing what she's always done, which is her job.
Yeah, like I don't know why, because like Frank and Jerry are like his most loyal people, but he treats them like dirt.
Maybe because he has to. Like he knows that they are I guess for all I would say smarter, right? Like they kind of are as far as in their respective fields. Like he can't do what they do better than they can. So he has to keep them, you know, somewhere where they understand that he is still Logan, right? It's stupid, but I could see him just kind of like having to maintain his dominance
I
so that they
guess.
won't believe that they're smarter than him, although they already know they are. You know, it's like, I mean, he can't do what they do. He can't. Like I remember when the FBI was there and he was talking to Jerry
Yeah.
and she was like, it's the FBI. They're coming.
Mhm.
Like there's no getting out of this. They're coming up here. That's the end of it. He didn't have anything else to say. But I'm wondering, like, he's not still mad at Jerry because of Rome, right? Because
I mean, that wasn't her. I mean,
it wasn't her. No, but it
well,
wasn't still.
because I mean, she
But
was
it wasn't.
complicit, but it wasn't. Yeah,
But she didn't say, "Hey, send me a dick pic." Like that was all him.
yeah.
She would have been like, "Dude, seriously, like, why would you send this to me?"
Just for the kids out there, consent is situational. Just because you have phone sex with a woman 40 years older than you one day, it doesn't mean you can send her a dick pic the next day.
Let's just cancel all unsolicited dick pics, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
If she wants it, she'll ask for it. I promise. She will say, "Hey, won't you do this for me?" You
She
know,
will send you that eggplant. But yeah,
can you do something for me? But don't you do it on your own. Fine. If you learn nothing else from this podcast, stop sending unsolicited dick pics.
yes.
Moving on. I like you said before though, this episode was interesting. I enjoyed it, but it's not a whole lot to pick apart. Sandy and Stewie are going to be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see how Sandy's the woman, how Sandy and Shiv pretended like they didn't know what was happening. Like this is the way they all move is interesting to me. Like they all kind of know each other well enough to know when to bring how much of the information everybody needs to know at what time, even if you're talking to all three of them at different times about different things. It's crazy. Who sent the information to Kendall? Was it Sandy or was Stewie?
Stewie, yeah.
It was Stewie. Okay. So Stewie and Kendall are going to remain in contact forever, right? Like that's just
yeah. For
is
better
that Stewie
or probably worse.
in the opening credits when it flashes to the boardroom? Is that Stewie over there?
That is him. Yes.
Okay. I was just asking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry's on that side, and then from this perspective, Cameron's perspective, Jerry's here, and Stewie's over there. So okay. All right. Just asking. Interesting.
So,
do you think they're going to sell? What do you think is going to happen? Is he going to shut it down? Lucas, that's what I'm saying.
I can't. I mean, I seriously can't call it because I just, it's such a risky move.
It is. But it's not going to be next week though, because the wedding's next week.
No.
But they're going to talk to him next week though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Roman is going to miss the wedding to go there, which of course, like the seeds are already planted there because they saw the text and they're like, okay, Dad's not here, Roman's not here. Where can they be? And voila.
And I was gonna say because the previews did show him there talking to Shiv, but
okay.
But if you remember the way Shiv's wedding went, it's almost like a multi-day affair.
Mm-hmm.
So just because we saw him in the previews doesn't mean he was at the wedding. It means he was somewhere in the vicinity around a certain time, and then who knows? Because remember, a lot of stuff was happening during Shiv's wedding too. Didn't he take a boat somewhere and then come back and Kendall kill somebody? Like it was a lot of stuff happened. So we still don't know what's going to happen with that. So I think next week is going to be, I hope at least it's going to be good. At least it looks like he's going to get married, Connor. Or maybe not, because he asked Willow was she with him just for the money, which I don't understand because, yes.
Yeah.
Why are you? Yeah.
Like,
I thought we all knew that.
This woman did not want to be married. And she was like, okay, sure.
You gonna run me some money? Cool. Yeah. I can take that. Like, okay. Mm. Well, there's that.
These folks funny, I'll tell you that. But
still, you got to call it again. How is it going to end? What's going to happen? Rome going to go to ATN?
No.
Is anybody going to buy Pierce?
No, like, I
going to blow up.
So I try to think about this all the time. Like, I feel like the show like shows you that like these people just will continue to like fall upward. So, but with, but with Logan specifically, like I just don't see a good outcome for him. I do think, like, I don't know what happens to him, but I just don't see a good outcome for him.
Just Logan, though?
Yeah, just Logan.
So Logan's the only person that gets his comeuppance. I guess I will say on some part, it feels like Shiv is getting a little because of the divorce, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's a little bit. But I mean, it's a divorce. It ain't the end of the world. And then Kendall killed somebody. Kendall needs to something needs to happen. Like, I love Kendall, but something like you did murder a person. Like that happened. Yeah, and then happened. Rome, I really don't see anything bad happening for Rome just because he's just kind of floating through life. But he is an awful person because he was wrong as hell for threatening that lady for doing her job.
Yeah, he's a racist and a right winger, so let's not be too sympathetic towards him. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the president. Yeah, because he's gonna come into play too.
Right. They show him.
Still gotta happen.
Yeah, they show him in the previews. So yeah,
coming up. So yeah, I forget he's a racist.
Oh, I just thought like before we depart, dare I say that Hunter tossing Logan a little bone. Will he pump up Hunter's what am I trying to say? Election chances because he tipped them off.
Yes. Yeah.
Because remember, like Logan, like doesn't really like that other guy.
He doesn't. And again, would anybody be surprised at this point if Connor was the president? I wouldn't. Like it tracks. The person nobody's thinking about. There's no way you're gonna win. We making skits on SNL saying he ain't never gonna be president, and then next thing you know, boom.
From 1% to taking the whole thing.
He need that 1%. He cannot have his 1%. You got to stay in there. $100 million. So what? Fun coupons. Who cares about $100 million? I need that 1%. I need it. I can't be a laughing stock. So yeah, I think that is a very interesting premise. You should write for the show.
I mean, unfortunately, it's ending, but yeah. When they reboot it, yeah.
They're gonna give you a spinoff. Get your spinoff. What's it gonna call? What you gonna call it? The spinoff of Succession should be called.
Like I want a spinoff of like a side character, like the very minor character, like Rat Fucker Sam, simply because his name is Rat Fucker Sam. Like that's such him.
Or you can do what's his name? That was in there with Jerry.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
What is his name? I forget it all the time.
Yeah.
Him. Mm-hmm. Do him. Spin out for Jerry and Rome run off into the sunset.
Absolutely not. But that is where we will stop the show. Thanks for watching.
Love is love, right?
It is. It sure is. But thanks for watching.
Don't be an ageist.
Thanks for listening. Until next time. Peace.